Jai Hind students. Hope you all are fit and fine at home. We had started this chapter, Role of Government in Health, and we have almost covered half of the chapter. A little bit of portion is left, and I hope you all remember that previously we had discussed about public healthcare service, then we had discussed about private healthcare services, and how it is the responsibility of the government to provide quality healthcare services to all. So let us proceed with the next topic. The next topic is healthcare and equality. So we see that in India we face a situation where private services are increasing but the public services are not. Now, what is then available to the people are mainly the private services, and these we all know are concentrated in the urban areas. As these services are or they run basically on profit, the cost of these services is very high. Medicines are expensive, and many people cannot afford them, or they have to borrow money whenever there is an illness in their family. And in order to earn more money, private services they encourage certain practices which are not correct. For example, at times when cheaper methods are readily available, they are not used, and it is very common to find that doctors prescribe unnecessary medicines or injections or saline bottles where simple tablets can also work. So, in fact, barely 20% of the population can afford all the medicines that they require during an illness. And even hence, even for those whom one might not think as being poor, medical expenses these always cause hardships. It was reported in a study that 40% of people who are admitted to a hospital for some illness or injury have to borrow money, or they have to sell their possessions in order to pay for the expenses. Now, for those people who are poor, every illness in the family is a matter of anxiety and distress. And what is worse is that the situation tends to happen again and again. Now, why does it happen again and again? Because the people who are poor are basically malnourished. They have not been eating food, which is the normal requirement of food is not done. Then they are not provided the basic necessities like drinking water, good housing, or clean surroundings. So it is very likely that these people fall sick again and again. So the expenses on the illness makes the situation even worse. Then sometimes it is not the lack of money that prevents people from getting proper medical attention. Now, why am I saying this? Because if we take the example of women, for example, they are not taken to a doctor in a prompt manner. Women's health concerns are considered not to be important, or they are considered to be less important than the health of the men in the family, basically in few regions in India. So, and many tribal areas they have few health centers which do not run properly. So, health services are not private health services are also not easily available. So, what can be done? So, there is little doubt that the health situation of most of our country is not good, and it is always the responsibility of the government to provide quality health care services to all its people, especially to the poor and the disadvantaged. However, health is as much dependent on basic amenities and social conditions of the people as it is on healthcare services. So, it is important to work on in order to improve the health situation in our country or for our people. We have two examples. The first is the example in Kerala, and next is in Costa Rica. So let us study in detail. Now, in the year 1996, the Kerala government made some major changes. What it did was that 40% of the entire state budget was given to the panchayats, who could plan and provide for the requirements. What requirements? Like proper planning was done for water, food, women's development, education, and so on. So this meant that water supply schemes were checked, working of the schools and the Anganwadis were ensured, and specific problems were ensured or taken up. Health centers condition was also improved. This all made a huge impact, but despite this, there were a number of problems like shortage of medicines, number of doctors was very less, and insufficient hospital beds were there. The next example is Costa Rica. Costa Rica is one of the healthiest countries in Central America, and the main reason for this can be found in the constitution of that country. Now, many years ago, several years ago, Costa Rica took a very important decision and decided not to have an army. Now, this helped the Costa Rican government to spend the money that the army would have spent on the health, the education, and the other basic needs of the people. The Costa Rican government believes that the country has to be healthy first for its development, and thus it pays a lot of attention to the health of its people. The government provides basic amenities to all its people, for example, safe drinking water, sanitation, nutrition, housing, and so on. Health education is also considered very important, and knowledge about health is an essential part of the education at all levels. So, this is the two examples which I mentioned in the book. This is all in the chapter. We will be discussing about the doubts in the live class. Till then, Jai Hind. Thank you.